Well, hello everyone. I have here on my channel no other than the Queen, HERA BJÖRK from Iceland. Thank you very much, HERA, for being here on my channel.
Thank you for having me.
How is it going so far? Are you feeling nervous? Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling both? How are you feeling right now?
I am feeling very excited, actually. At the moment, I'm really looking forward to just getting this, train going. I'm like, yes. But there's, of course, like you said, tons of things that I need to do. So if I look down, oh no, it's so much work I have to do before
Going on, yeah.
I just want to take my passport and go.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're just a month away, less than a month away. How are
Yeah.
things going? Do you have everything kind of settled? Do you have things up in the air? How's everything going right now?
Oh, nothing is settled and everything is up in the air.
It always happens, doesn't it? When
Yeah,
when
it,
you try,
it's
yeah,
the only way. It's the only way. We call it the creative mess,
absolutely.
on way to perfection. It has to be this way. If it's too easy, it's not going to be as much fun. So it
Mhm.
needs to be, chaotic and difficult and so many decisions and so much to choose from and all the drama, it has to be there.
Absolutely. Otherwise, it wouldn't be Eurovision, would it?
Exactly.
And how is the difference? Because like I met you in Oslo in 2010, and at least for me, things back then were so different Eurovision wise than they are
Yeah.
now, aren't they? Like the rehearsal schedule was different. The vibe was more, I think was more kind of like indie or alternative, and Eurovision nowadays has become so mainstream. It's become so huge. So how are you living this second time in Eurovision? Is it the same feeling that you had in 2010 or definitely something different?
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole different era we're in. I think I'm enjoying this a little bit more in a really strange way, considering what's going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least I look at this as the light in my life at the moment, because it really is something that I believe in, really down to the core of my beliefs, is that Eurovision is love.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that comes every year, and I absolutely enjoy it every year. I love everything about it. I love how my all the styles. I love all the costumes, good and bad, all the choices, and I also, because I'm blessed of having gone through this process. So I get the, how do you say, when you see something on stage, I can go, okay, I can see why they decided to go this way or do that, or
It
if
all
they could.
clicks. Yeah.
Yeah, I know also how much everything costs. So you can see, when you see the poo pow god, you
Yeah, you
go,
go,
whoa,
oh, that's expensive.
thank you. Poo.
That was
That's
effective.
for you. Yeah. So,
Absolutely.
no, but
Oh,
it's
God.
yeah, it's a whole new it's a whole new stage, but still the same. What is same is that we are all coming together in the same way. We're all coming together from, from all directions, uh, nationalities, genres, genders, um,
Backgrounds,
yeah,
everything. Yeah.
backgrounds, everything, age, size, whatever, it's just so good. It's time. And that hasn't changed, because luckily we do meet in one city, all of us, once a year in Europe, because we had this experience in COVID where it was only without audience. And it
Mhm.
is,
It's not the
we,
same.
we, we all did our best to try to make it, like, make the best out of it. But
Mm.
I think that taught us, like, this has to happen, because, and I love the slogan this year, United by Music, because
Mhm.
that is absolutely what Eurovision is for me and has always been.
I think it sums up very well what Eurovision should be about, no? To kind of put us all together and enjoy music, celebrate music at least
Yeah.
once a year, which is something that is now very common for all countries to come together for one common, one common topic or one common
Yeah,
goal, which is to enjoy music at least a week a year. Give us a
exactly.
break, at least for a week, no?
Exactly. And I think, I mean, there are these voices that are, oh, it's become too political. And for some it has. And I think it's for those who have their political glasses up all the time. I totally see what they are talking about. But for me, I always take them off, you know. I
Yeah,
always take them off and leave them at home. And I just want to, if something is like political, I swipe it to the right or to the left. And I think empathy.
yeah,
I just want to show empathy with, because usually it is a very like a sad story from the history of a nation, of some genocide there in Europe or going on right now. And I just go straight to empathy, like, oh. And if they get my vote, it's because of empathy. It's not
yeah.
because of politics. So
Mhm.
that's my take on it. And I know a lot of people disagree with me and us that are thinking this way, and that's okay. We just all need to do this our way, and the way that we feel is good and decent, and feel like that we're doing at least something.
Absolutely, and I think I agree completely with you. I think if we could all learn to agree to disagree and get along, and just regardless of our differences, the world would be such a much better place and a
Yeah,
different one, wouldn't it?
but I also, that being said, and I completely agree with you. I understand where it's coming from,
Absolutely.
and that is, I mean, I know that is for me, being like a 52-year-old woman, being a mother, having gone through life. Uh, when I am afraid, when I am sad, when I am down, I slash out. You know,
Mhm.
I'm not the proud the one of my, not, you know, it's not my proudest moments when, you know,
Mhm.
you lose your shit to your children
Yeah,
because you feel bad. You have, you know, have been broken in some sense, and you take it out on others. And I
yeah,
so understand, you know, but there's a lot of that going on in our world right now, and we need to just calm down, I think, and just and until everyone is calm. And we
yeah.
do that through happy and joy and higher vibrations and dancing
Absolutely.
and singing.
Absolutely. Completely agree 100%. So I'm on your boat. Absolutely. And I wanted to ask you because I was thinking, okay, so you went to Eurovision first with Je ne sais quoi,
Yeah,
a massive pop banger that put you on the spot of one of the most remembered entries ever in the history of Eurovision. Uh, and now you're coming with a complete different take, which I think is a complete different take. It's more straight back, something like "Scared of Heights." What made you decide? Okay, this is the song that I want to use for my comeback 14 years later. It's crazy to say 14 years later because
I know it's crazy.
it feels like it was like a couple of years ago, and
I
it's,
know.
so long ago. What is it that Scared of Heights gave you that you went, yeah, this is the song for me?
What Scared of Height gave me was courage, actually.
Mhm.
Courage to go again, to do it all over again, because I felt the tickly, happy feeling in my stomach when I heard the song, and I immediately was like, "Ooh!" It immediately like took me in the song, and I just wanted to go and dance, and, you know, I wanted to sing it, and then, woo! I completely, by listening to it once, I knew it. I was like, ooh, there you are,
It
good old
clicked.
friend.
You connect straight away with it.
I had a je ne sais, I know this is going to sound cliche, but I had a je ne sais quoi moment with this song.
Did you?
Yeah. It was like, where the fuck have you been? Like, now,
All this time. Yeah, I was looking for you and finding you
yeah.
here.
So the song came, the lyric is, it's about life. It's about being, kicked down and you stand up again, being heartbroken, going through the shitty things we all have to go through. It's the thing we call life. If we don't go through them, if we don't get the no's, if we don't get the rejections, we are not living. We are not growing.
Yeah,
So
I think the song is very relatable to everyone. Every single person, doesn't matter if you're young, if you're old, if you're middle-aged, doesn't matter what your circumstances, your background, you're always going to relate to the lyrics of that song. And I think that's what makes it so universal, no?
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. And I think that gave me the courage to do this. And at the moment we didn't have, of course, we had we've been having this situation ongoing for decades down with Israel Palestine, the war, but the war hadn't started at that point.
Yeah.
So since then it's become even more like relatable to me, because every day I need to ask myself, why am I doing this? Okay, it's because of that. Okay, fantastic. Will I continue? Is it yes or no? So I'm continuously, daily, sometimes hourly, asking myself these questions.
Of course.
And yeah, I always go back to the the first feeling, the sensation of, yes, this is great. I love it. It's absolutely fucking amazing.
Yeah, and I think that's the way it should be, because at the end of the day, I think the easy way out would be to say, oh no, I'd rather just stay at home and not doing it. And I think the best way is saying, I am doing it because Eurovision is a great platform to actually have a voice. For what you stand music wise, because obviously the contest, we all say, we like to say the contest is non-political, but at the end of the day, obviously it has a very political connotation, whether if it's negative or positive, and it can be used to raise a voice and raise a message, which I think it's the best way to use Eurovision, no?
I agree. I mean, everything in life is political.
Absolutely.
Because politics is everything we do, and like every day, all year long. So it really is. But it's like you say, how you approach it, which focus, what are we focusing on? Because happy, joy, and dance and music is also a part of politics.
Absolutely.
But
it is a political statement.
In that sense, this song is how do you say, it helps me go to keep going, because otherwise, and I mean, there's no place like getting rejection, like the comments, the comment section. Woo! Rejection. Ooh, positive, happy, rejection.
Give with the positives. Give the with the positives, always.
But the rejection is good, because it at least brings, like, I get empowered by it. I'm like, okay, it's fine. I mean, I don't want everyone to love me. That would be unhealthy for everyone.
And also as well, I think the negatives. I have to say, because of my channel, for example, it's a small channel, so you always get compared with the bigger channels and things like that. And for me, it's a way of using the negatives to push me further and to have a little bit of courage to say, you know what, I'm just going to prove them wrong. And I think that can be used in music as well, no, in Eurovision. I know, Era, that you're studying law right now. How are you managing this and Eurovision at the same time? You're just a superwoman.
Well,
how are you doing it?
Actually, I put my law studies on pause. That's
On
how we
pause,
do
yeah.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to put it on
That's how
hold
we
for a
do
little
it.
bit. Yeah.
We're superhumans by pausing the things that are like making how to say making the overflow.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I paused that for now.
Good.
But I really love it. I like it. It's I feel so grown up. Like ooh, I'm like I'm
I'm
enjoying
encouraged, I'm
reading
certain.
law.
How is it going in terms of the stage? I don't know if you've seen some pictures and some videos that came out from
Yeah.
Ola Melzig. He is publishing how the construction of the stage is going. Everyone is so excited. I don't know if you've seen those pictures. What do you feel when you see that stage that we've seen so far in just like like images and renders?
Yeah.
It's coming to life. What's gonna
I,
happen on that
I,
stage for Iceland?
yeah, well, I think it's going to be magic. I know I'm one of the lucky ones because I know how the stage is going to be. I know how it's going to look
Okay.
because we have to have the full information package to be
Mm-hmm.
able to do what we are going to do best. So it is going to be amazing. I can tell you that. It is absolutely, it's like a kid in a candy store in terms of the features and the facts that are available to us
Mm-hmm.
to the delegation. So we are going to take Scared of Heights and go higher
You're
because
elevating it.
Scared of Heights.
Absolutely. You're not scared of heights. So you have to fully elevate that entering Eurovision, aren't you?
Yeah, it's
Lovely.
I mean the song is about do not be scared of heights because that's going to hold you back.
Yes.
Let's not be scared of anything because that's going to hold us back and stop us from growing and meeting people and keeping this world we know up and going. We need people to be go meeting people every day, all year round, every second, every minute, because we are all about connections as humans.
Absolutely.
And then amazing things happen.
Absolutely. Era, I want to ask you another thing, which I am actually very curious about this. So you released correct me if I'm wrong, but I think your first album came out in 2001, I think it was. It was a Christmas album.
2000, yeah.
Yeah, or 2000, yeah. Then you released an album after Eurovision, with
Yeah.
Je ne sais quoi, the Je ne sais quoi album.
In between, there was an album in 2006,
Oh, yes. Yes, yes,
and
yes.
then 2010 with
Mhm.
the Eurovision.
Je ne sais quoi.
Then
And
again in
then the
2018.
second part of the Christmas album.
Yeah.
Are we thinking about maybe another album in the near future, or what are your plans after Eurovision?
Well, I mean, I love working in studios, and the creative process of making an album is one of my favorite things to do in the world.
Mhm.
But sadly, it's very costly, and
Mhm.
sadly, album sales has like dropped to almost zero. So I
Yes.
would think maybe we would go for singles and singles and singles until they like add up to an LP on
Good.
Spotify. But yeah, I mean, I hope to. I really hope to. And of course, if Eurovision keeps being so incredible to me, like it has been for the past 14 years.
Mhm.
I mean, yes, of course I will, because it's so encouraging.
It's
And
been
you
a
want,
long time without music from HERA BJÖRK, so
yeah,
we have to push it back to to
yeah,
having you on the
get
spotlight.
it
Absolutely.
going again. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But and now because I am, I'm 52 years old. I am my own boss lady. I'm in charge of my own time and money because my children are
Lovely.
all grown up.
Finally, so that's it.
My own money now. So it should be exactly what I should be planning on doing, and it has been like on my in my future goal has been like, oh yeah, then I'm just gonna take 1 month off or 2 months off and just go record an album. So
Lovely.
that's probably gonna happen sooner than later.
I'm sure the Eurovision fandom will be delighted to hear this because I've had so many people that follow me when I said on Twitter that I was interviewing you. They got so excited, and pretty much everyone was texting me on my phone saying, "Please ask Era, when are we gonna get new music from her besides the Eurovision song?" So I said, okay, I have to ask her that because obviously, I
and
mean,
now the pressure's on me.
that's the pressure's on you. So yeah. Well, one single at a time, maybe, and see how it goes. But I'm pretty sure, pretty sure people will be delighted to have you.
Doable.
Absolutely,
That's definitely doable. Yeah.
absolutely. Lovely, Era. Thank you very much. Again and again for for taking the time to have this little chat with me. Really appreciate it, as I said, in my small channel. So I really appreciate it. All the best in Eurovision. I'm sure you'll absolutely smash it because I mean that's HERA BJÖRK.
I'm gonna have fun.
HERA BJÖRK won't do anything other than just being the queen of Eurovision. So thank you very much, and I'll see you very soon in only 4 weeks.
Yeah,
only 4 weeks. That's
it's so
crazy.
amazing. Yeah, look forward to see you and to all of you.
Lots of kisses. Thank you very much, HERA. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.